All right, back at it once again. This time, I'm gonna give you all my predictions of AEW Dynasty. This is the first AEW Dynasty pay per view, but this is another of many other AEW pay per views taking place for the rest of this year. There's about exactly 7 matches on this card, so we're gonna not waste any time. We're gonna get straight to it. It overall should be a great show. It's taking place next Sunday, April 21st, 2024, St. Louis, Missouri. So with that being said, you can already tell even Wikipedia is excited for this match because it's the first one on the list. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. This is many people are obviously calling it a dream match. This is definitely a probably a first time ever matchup, definitely because I can't necessarily tell you the last time or even if Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson has ever faced off. So this is definitely going to be a good one. This is definitely probably going to be one of the best matches of the night, if not definitely match of the year candidate. Because again, it's Will Ospreay and then you have Bryan Danielson. So if I had to pick a winner, I do think Will Ospreay goes over. They're definitely building Will Ospreay up as a key player here in AEW. So a win over Bryan Danielson will definitely be huge for him. And Danielson, we all know he's very selfless and he's all about putting over the guys. So Danielson definitely wouldn't mind putting over Will Ospreay, no doubt about it. Young Bucks versus FTR, man. It's for the tournament finals to crown the AEW World Tag Team titles, man. This is this is gonna be a really good match, obviously, because we've seen the Young Bucks and FTR face each other plenty of times, obviously in AEW, and I do think the Young Bucks do win here, because if you remember the last time they faced back at All in London, who won? FTR won. So Young Bucks are gonna come into this match looking to get their redemption. They're gonna be looking to get their win back, right? So especially with this new concept, this new gimmick, and the characters that the Young Bucks are displaying here, it does feel like they're going to win the AEW Tag Team Championship. So you have that there. Julia Hart's taking on Willow Nightingale in a House Rules match for the AEW TBS Championship. Oh man, this should be really good here. I think Willow Nightingale should win. To be honest with you, I think if there's anyone who deserves, who would definitely be a nice championship title holder, specifically for the TBS title, it's gotta be Willow Nightingale. And Julia Hart, she's had a pretty good reign. So I think again Willow Nightingale could be that woman who you could give the title to. So I got Willow Nightingale winning this one, and again House Rules should be a good one there. All right, so next we got a trios match player. We got Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews. Yeah, it's funny. Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe, they fought for the ROH World Title a couple weeks ago, and now they're literally about to team up with each other. But you can go into this match; they're not gonna have like any coexist or any of that BS because they have a deep respect for one another, so you don't have to worry about that. I do think Adam Copeland and his team is gonna win. This just feels like one of those matches where you just easily give the baby faces or another win for the good guys is what they usually say, and yeah, I mean there's really nothing more I can really say it, but yeah, we should definitely get an Adam Copeland Malachi Black one-on-one match. Like I think any one of the House of Black against Adam Copeland, I think would be a very fun matchup. Um, especially because he's the TNT champion, so they could definitely do like again with the Cope challenge. Definitely if they haven't already. But yeah, especially Malachi Black. I think an Adam Copeland Malachi Black match would be highly underrated. But moving on, we got Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. This is definitely I think this is gonna be this should be okay. I told y'all how I felt about Tony Storm and her gimmick in terms of in ring quality. How her character, I don't think necessarily displays in ring wise. But nevertheless, Thunder Rosa. Yeah, I do think Thunder Rosa. I would say Thunder Rosa wins, but I just think Tony Storm going to end up winning. I just have that feeling in my gut that they're gonna have Tony Storm retain the title. So you have Tony Storm retain the title, and nonetheless Thunder Rosa puts up a good fight, but it just won't be enough to beat Tony Storm. So Kazuchika Okada versus Pac is next. It's gonna be for the Continental Championship. Another really good match, man. Definitely another really good match. If they put their cards right, this could be up as one of the best matches of the night. But I will say though, Okada's winning for sure. I mean, I don't see any part of Pac winning this match. To be honest with you, Okada's winning. Like he's with the Bucks now. Like him and the Bucks, they about to be champions. So yeah, he ain't. I don't think Okada losing that title anytime soon. If I'm being honest with you. Now, what will be most likely the main event of this pay per view? You got Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland. I've seen headline after headline, post after post saying they got to do it. They didn't do it at Revolution. They got to do it at Dynasty. They got to have Swerve Strickland be AEW World Champion. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying Swerve definitely doesn't need to win the world title because Swerve is one of the hot. You could definitely see he's one of the hottest acts in AEW. The crowd loves him, and the crowd wants him to be the one to make history. Be the first black guy in AEW to win the world title. Oh yeah, but just I got that sinking feeling, and I know I say it a lot, but it's true. I feel like Joe's gonna retain here. Something tells me they're not gonna do it. If they do it, cool, awesome. But Joe, I just have that feeling they're gonna keep the title on Joe a little longer. If they do a crowning moment for Swerve Strickland, you might do it at the next pay per view in May in AEW's Double or Nothing, right? So we'll have to see what they do there. But maybe a misconception, dusty finish, whatever you got to do. I just think Joe retains. So that's been my official predictions for AEW Dynasty. Let me know what you guys think, and there you have it.